Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with simpleroptions.com, and in tonight's free video I want to take one more look at Netflix. Next week I will likely move over into a new ticker, but I've really enjoyed looking at this one each night because it gives you a setup, then it allows you to follow up on that setup, and it's from start to finish. You know, the analysis, the setup, the trade, and being able to follow up on that, I think makes all of these things click just that much better. So we've been coming back looking at the daily chart, addressing the support that's come in at 95 so many times. The fire line and symmetry did a great job of holding us initially, and then as the trend started to find its footing, we've done a very good job of respecting the 21 EMA. That was the basic analysis off the daily chart. When we come down into the 4-hour, that's what makes this even that much more interesting. So I think Netflix has more room to the upside, and I think there's a couple different ways you can look at that. So as far as the expiration for this week goes, one of the things that we've been working is looking at trades like these unbalanced butterflies. Now, we initiated these on Monday with the idea that you're selling them at a point where at the time they were a bit in the money and you're able to take in a credit on the initiation of that trade. Today, when we get the pop-up above 100, that's the best possible spot that you could be in. Because what you're trying to do is get your $100 puts out of the money while still maintaining the intrinsic value of the 103 put, and the best possible price to do that at would be $100 and a penny. So Netflix did sell off a little bit into the end of the day, trading here around 99.72, but if you'll notice here on the market price of the underlying, it notes it at $100.75. And then if we come back to our charts and look at time and sales, you are seeing some decent price action go across here at higher prices. So in a perfect world, what will happen is Netflix opens up tomorrow at 100, and that will be a gift to take off that spread. If it consolidates anywhere near there into the end of the day, and this is where I was saying I think there's two ways you can trade this now. So that's the way we played it from Monday into Friday. From Friday morning into the end of the day, if you care to play it that aggressively, I just think it's worth pointing out the open interest on the $100 puts and the $100 calls. That would suggest that Netflix may sit here and trade very close to that toward the end of the day. And the best way to take advantage of that is the short straddle, though that trade won't be for everyone, and it will carry less of a credit tomorrow. The other way that I would look at it, if you like the idea of saying I think Netflix will either consolidate at 95 or move higher, that's when I would look at something like this, 1 month, 3 strike, unbalanced fly. And if we do that here around 95, that spread is going for, and I would adjust this a little bit more. Let's come in and look at buying this fly, and then just adjust our strikes out to be even width and stick to nice round values. So ideally we get a little bit better liquidity. And that's more like what I would look at on that one. So if you could get an 8-cent credit, you're going to have about $190 of risk in the trade. You're going to stand to make about the same, and I think that's a fun way to participate into next week. So I hope that helps, gives you a couple different perspectives how to look at Netflix. Next week we'll start looking at another ticker that hopefully we can apply the same concepts. And then one last thing I wanted to follow up with on this is just let you guys know about a class that Chris Brecher will be teaching tomorrow. So the live trading will be on Friday. Of course, that is tomorrow from 8:30 to 11. So if you'd like to look at more of what he's doing in relation to the day trading stuff, I think you'll find that beneficial. Just want to make sure that you're aware of it. So you guys have a great rest of your day, a good weekend, and I will see you at the next free video.